Hi, boy. Yes, we're off out again now. What you're saying? You just stare. Now the swallows ain't back yet, boy. Or the martins. So you can't see them up there, bouncing around like that. Oh, welcome back to Blickling. Let's make sure I don't run the daft hound over. We're just on our way back to the sheep farm to finish off up there. We've got all the sheep are gone, as you might have seen. I just finished returning the borrowed cattle foot and dolly. That's handy because the racing stables actually needed that transporter, and I can't see a thing this way, but I'm going to have to just risk it. Whoop! Perhaps we shouldn't have risked it. We'll try again. Right, we're out this time. Mirrors just slightly in the wrong place. Yeah, so we're now going to finish clearing up there, and then this well, they can take over whenever they want, and I'll finish with it once I get my gear out of there, and anything I don't want sold off. We're then going to go and spend some money on some more cattle. I decided that cattle was probably the way for me to go. Crops here are looking well. We've got everything. It's actually sown now. We just wait for it to grow. As soon as we get some grass, I will be mowing the grass. At least it's a nice early stage of grass growth. We won't have done any damage to it in this meadow. I bet they've been fishing again. It's funny, you see people about, but you don't really get much chance to talk to them. I better slow down over here, as they don't much like this. Me charging through here for some reason. Can't figure out. I think what we do is we'll really slow it down. We've got all day to do all day. We've got until nightfall to do the rest of this. It's a little bit too slow. Even I can outthink that speed. So, I'm going to leave the water tar here. I can't see any sense in getting rid of it. If I should want to take this back again, I will be able to. I might as well get everything there. That water tank can go. We'll get rid of that first, I think, then we'll worry about getting the bales and that loaded up. I think we're in the right place. We'll soon find out. Oh yeah. There's this water tank's done as well. Still got some water in it. Don't think I want that. And because I haven't got the empty. I haven't got the empty on there, sorry. There's a mod I normally run, but I have not run on this one, which allows me to empty liquid tanks. And I forgot to put it on this one. Ignore that bit. I will put the beacons on. I'll put them on now, then I won't forget them. We don't need this water tank. We've already got one down, the big one down by the cattle. We've got a small one up at the greenhouses. We don't want this one. and we might as well make use of this. And I noticed my idea of going slow through Blickling hasn't held. Shouldn't really go too fast down here. This is not with the fishermen coming up and down. There's not a lot of other traffic except, well, fishermen, and a little bit later in the year, people going into the Blickling Wood to have picnics and have a look round. And that's something I haven't got to worry about. I haven't got to worry about taking the dogs and letting the dogs off the lead and getting into the sheep anymore. I have been known to bring my shotgun down when I'm visiting the sheep, especially during the holiday season, just in case there's somebody stupid enough to let the dog off. If we think a dog is worrying sheep, we are allowed to shoot it, and we do, or at least I do. Don't like doing it, but I don't like having sheep what I've been frightened and attacked, and especially if they're this time of year is the worst, because they're in lamb this time of year, and you don't want them starting to abort the lambs. I think we better just slow her down a bit. I think this road's getting worse, you know. Yes, you're seeing there's some more friends to talk to, cows. I'm going to get, when we get new cows, I will pay the extra and get them delivered, I think, rather than worry about transporting them myself. It's a lot of hassle. There's a lot of sheep there to transport. That's the main reason I got Stu in to do it. And he's alright, he's got his 3 sheep. I dread to think what he's going to do with them. We don't go any further into that idea. Because the worst type of sheep warrior you all know is the one who looks over at the sheep and just keeps shouting minced sauce at them. That's a poor joke. Let's move this out of the way so as they don't take the wrong thing. This should give us a little bit more cash. It ain't worth a lot, this thingy. You know, another $5,000. So I suppose it's all worthwhile, as my friends. Another cow. It'll be a lot more. Get back up there again, and can't see anything coming that way. Nothing coming this way. This way. Nice time of year. Well, funny things around here every time of the year is a nice time of year. Even when it's snowing, at least the fields look good. They all look about the same then. That's what I always say about my garden. I'm not much of a gardener, truth be told, but I reckon that get a good covering of snow and it might look as good as anybody else's. Oh, and an answer to a question, a little question I put on one of my other videos, and I haven't seen any replies to it. And that was who you catch phrase was, is everybody happy? And the answer was, you bet your life we are. And that was Mary Lloyd, musical star of the late Victorian era. At one time the highest paid musical star in Britain. Musical is very similar, I think, to vaudeville in America. Not that I know too much about vaudeville. And she always ran very close to the edge. Her material was quite close to the knuckle. And the local watch committees, and they were, let's not beat about Bush, they were a load of busybodies who decided what people could and couldn't watch. And they would quite often take her to a magistrate's court, or they'd take this show to a magistrate's court to get them shut down. But she managed to beat them on one famous occasion. Right, with that answer out the way, and I can't remember which series I asked that one in. Alright, now, what shall we take next? We might as well take the bales. Yeah, we'll take the wool bales. It seems that strange there aren't any sheep in here. I bet if we listen carefully we'll still hear them. No, I will have to cheat a little bit and put the F1 menu up for this, just so I can remember what's what. Put it onto the right thing. There we are. It's on square bales. Well, I don't want square bales for a start off. So we need, as you can see, it does a bit of everything. I'm going to put it under work position. There's a good reason for that. I think there's work position. We'll soon find out anyway. Oops. But we'll go in a forwardly direction, as my good friend Disco says. And I'm going to cheat on this, I think. Yeah, just see if I've got this right. Oh, we have indeed. Look at that, we've got two of them. I think the other one we may just have to go around the corner for. You might wonder why they're not all full. We've got two half ones here. That's where I was messing about with the map and moved one of these inadvertently. There's nothing worse than moving something inadvertently. Right, let's go and find the wall sell point next. Well, before we do, we will just stop off here. Put this into a work position. I will have to come out of cab for this because I want to just check with there, and there. There we are. Yes, cheating. Did you expect anything else? I want to leave the cover there. I've got no use for it anywhere else on the farm, so they might as well have that. The only other thing I'm taking the tractor and all the tools. I think I might get the garage to come and pick them all up, the ones I can't cart and I don't want. They will do that, but they charge me for it. I'll get a lot less for them. But I think that'd be fair enough than making many runs down to the garage. Oh, notice again my speed has crept up again. Well, I mean well. It's a nice afternoon, late afternoon now. It's say 4 o'clock was isn't that late, but in early spring it's getting on a bit. Oh, it's got this feed store here. I may have something in it, I can't remember now, but it's very rarely used. I will have to check it out, see if there is anything in there. If there is, get it out. Oh, let's see if we can get in the way of other road users again. Looks alright that way. My word, it looks clear. This lot is going to this flatbed unit and the trailer that's sitting on. I have no use for it. I will get the bales back first. Better not go too quick down here. The road's that unstable, it tends to put me into a bit of speed wobble. If you haven't been in a speed wobble, you haven't lived. It used to be the dread of motorcyclists at one time. You get a bit too quick, especially with mismatched tyres on. Or it wasn't a very well built bike. The front wheel would just start flapping from side to side, and not a lot you could do about it. Once you got into that, you were normally going to be biting tarmac. I think it's this one. No, that's not this one. Yeah, we got the wrong one. Let's just check which one it is, because I've about gone past it. Need this one up. Oops. That's the next one along, you fool. Typical. Still, we got quite used to. Well, Stu got quite used to coming in here. I must say, he drove very well to get round here without any issues. It's not the easiest yard to negotiate. Should be this one here. Ah, this is the one. I can see the wool bales. And see all the wool bales here. We'll get onto this, and it should start unloading me straight away. Yeah, that's soon done. Well, a little bit more cash. This is another very awkward yard to get round. I wouldn't want to bring a big vehicle in here, I will tell you that for note. In the past, when I had to bring stuff in here, I've actually backed in off the road, and that's no joke either. Normally I bring it in with the smaller tractor. There's a good reason for that. It's a lot easier to manoeuvre that around here than this is. Right. Have we left ourselves enough space this time? Not quite. Just touch the because it's not coming off. It's not coming off lock quick enough. Actually, we'll go around. We should almost get out here. Oops. Are you going to let me out? Of course you're not. They just don't slow down. Well, that's the last time we have to go in there, I'm glad to say. I did on the odd, when I had a few odd bales near the end of the season last year, I was taking them in one bale at a time, or one pallet load at a time. It was so much simpler. Right, just the hay to pick up now, and we're done. And I'm going to cheat with that too. You can see the state of the road there, the way this vehicle in front of us is twitching when it hits the bumps and cracks in the road. Alright, we better get ready to turn in here. There we go. This is rather a heavy outfit that we're dragging at the moment. It doesn't look that heavy, but I like these IR systems, but they do add to the overall weight of everything. I think I prefer what we've got now, which is straightforward trailers. I think the only one of these IR systems we've got left is the water tank at the farm, and that may go at some point. But then again, we ain't got to move that far. Just from the water trough to the water tower and back. You know, I think of these things while I'm doing this job, you know, how can we improve things? And I think this will be an improvement. It'll be a little bit less income, but for a lot less work. I think I left one lot of bales there, one lot. Well, I'm not going to take this lot back there, that's for certain. Yes, I can sit there and get that onto the... I'm going to need this up again. I will put that on the forks. Square bales, that's it. And we want that on. It should be there now. We've got one. We're going to hit that post, and we're going to hit. No, we're not. We missed that post. That's a surprise. We'll hit something now. Let's come out of cab and have a look. Oh. I'm only going to take, we'll just take those off. I'm only going to take one load of bales back. I'm going to do this out of cab because I need to see where we're going. So if there's more than one load, I'll leave the rest of them here. In fact, I think I could drive through this if I'm careful. Let's have a look. Me careful. Now look at that, a levitating bale. You don't see that every day of the week, folks. Now can we get, have we left us enough room to get out there? No, we haven't. Yeah. You know, you have these good ideas. Well, I thought that's a good idea. You know, my driving's got worse. Right. Plan B. Take out a gear, unhook. And we'll just give us a little nudge. That's one of the problems when we had this shelter put in for the wall. We got rid of a lot of our manoeuvring space. I've probably overdone it now. Well, we'll soon find out. Anyway, I'm gonna, once I battle with this, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see someone who can't drive for toffees, feel free to subscribe. I'm normally not this bad. A lot of times I'm actually worse. I don't think we're gonna hook up to that. What we need to do is just try to just maneuver ourselves just past this. Anyway, I think we've got ourselves in a right muddle there. Right, oh yeah, we're hooked to weight. Well, the only way out of that is lower and take it off. Now we should have the manoeuvring room we need. Yes, oh yes, any comments, questions, queries, not about driving, that would be rubbing salt into the wound, well and truly, feel free to post them. I read every comment and I try and reply to everyone, and we just hook that up, back on here, make certain it's on the right one, and we just finish taking out what we can here. Whoop. My word, I think we've got out. And we'll take these back to farm. How many we've got left in there? Oh, yeah, you can have the rest of those. That wool I certainly will take, and I've knocked that over. I have to pick the weight up later. Yeah, you can have the rest of those. That's the other problem with it. It doesn't hold much of anything. I'll pick the weight up later. Don't really need it for this job anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It should now be that. Reason I do that is so that the straps will actually go over the top. It's something which was discovered quite early on 17 with these auto load with the straps. Unless you actually released and made the bales of what we had on the back a real item, you couldn't strap them properly. Oh, I'm going to take a picture here. Come out a cab like this, and we have our last look at the sheep farm. O-H. O-M. O-O-L. Get the right one. Get rid of that. Get back to the cab. Bring everything up I want. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Which I've already done. So it's Meerman saying cheerio for now. Cheerio. And things can only get better. Oh, hold on, that's a theme to a political party in the late 90s. Don't think I really want to be reminded of that. Oh. Got into a little bit of speedball, but anyway, fairly well.